Welcome back to more Pokemon White 2. So last time we did the Yancey's quest, we talked to her a lot, we are definitely good friends now, if not lovers now, so yeah, so that's pretty neat. Today, yeah, we're gonna finish it, and also, yeah, like I said, I want to do some other things as well, so yeah. Alright, let's get on a bike, let's figure out where she is once again, or where she wants to talk once again, I should be saying. And again, yeah, they talk out why I like this one so much. I think her character too might also be another thing. There's like two reasons. Two extra reasons I can think about right now. One, her character, she seems like a very lovely person, which is always nice when you know, like a romance. And then also, I think the other thing is that, yeah, this is like close to a canon relationship, sort of, kind of. And I am a fan of those, I must admit, too, because it does feel like, you know, they write the plot around it, so then it becomes even better, so yeah. Anyway, let's call her. Hopefully this works as intended. Ah, Rohan, I'm glad we can talk to your face. What, you want to see me now? Oh, hold on a second. Yep, I think I can make it. How about me and Gup at the Ferris wheel in Boss City? I'm so looking forward to it, Rohan. See you later. Alright. So now, yeah, we need to go to the Ferris wheel once again. I could also go on the Ferris with some other people too, which is kind of interesting, so maybe we'll have a little look afterwards. Anyway though, I think today might be a pretty packed part. Let's see. But first, of course, let's go on a Ferris wheel with our maybe girlfriend. Rohan. I couldn't wait, so I hurried her. Happy to see you. Hey, would you like to ride the Ferris with me? I've taken a bit of shine to it. Really? That's great. I get so excited all of a sudden. Let's hurry and ride, Rohan. I never get tired of this view. Is it because I'm with you? Oh, it's over already. Hey Rohan, I was in a different region for work. I caught Meowth. Will you trade me one of your Pokemon? I'll take any Pokemon. I just want trade. Alright, this is the main gameplay benefit of this quest. I'm gonna trade one of those wirelesses that I want him to beat. Thank you, Meowth also looks happy. And yeah, we get to do a trade with Yancey, which is very neat. And yeah, she gets a Meowth. A lot of these Pokemon are not caught in universe, so that's pretty neat. And there you go, Meowth. So I'll talk about all the Pokemon. I'll go through very briefly, but there is some things that are worth knowing though. Thanks for coming today. I was really happy you invited me. Being with you again has given you a lot of energy. Now of energy for what? If you don't mind, I like if you invite me again. Well, I better get going. See you, Rohan. Yeah, you can do this every day, I believe, and then, yeah, you can keep getting Pokemon from her, which is very nice. Any, like, extra Pokemon you caught trying to, I don't know, trying to do some other things, yeah. Now you can definitely help fuel this. But anyway, so let's look at Meowth here. So these have random natures or random IVs, I'm pretty sure. It holds a rare candy too, but it also has its hidden ability. All these Pokemon will, so let's go over them. Now, another thing too is that Yancey and Curse can give different Pokemon. Some of them are going to be shared, but of course some of them are going to be a little bit different. So in Yancey's case, you can get Meowth with a Nerve, like we just got, Lava with Telepathy, Ralts with Telepathy, Shieldon with Soundproof, Rhyhorn with Reckless, I believe East Sheet, would it be EC? Trying to think about the Sinnoh region again. It's probably West Sea, isn't it? West Sea Shells, the pink one, there you go. Marvel with Sheer Force, Spirit Tomb with Infiltrator. This is probably one of the easiest, so to get Spirit Tomb this quest probably, which is kind of saying something, but anyway. Snorlax with Gluttony, Teddy S with Honey Gather, Spindle with Contrary, which is kind of funny. I think I get Superpower, and then finally Togepi with Super Luck. And then on the Curtis side, again, some of these Pokemon will be the same, but he does have a few different ones. But you've got Mankey with Defiant, Wildfire with Telepathy, Rots with Telepathy, Cranidos with Sheer Force, Rhyhorn with Reckless, EC Shellos with Sand Force, Sableye with Prankster, Spiritomb with Infiltrator, Slugs with Gluttony, Vampy with Sand Veil, Spinner with Contrary, and Togepi with Super Life. So yeah, I'm not really sure which one is the better place to go with, but again, do what you want, obviously. Like, yeah, whichever couple you vibe with more, go with it. And if you want the female protect more, I mean, that's the reason to go for that, isn't it? So yeah. Anyway, let me take that Red Cannon. You also hold Held Items. Most of them are like the full heal items from other regions, like the Orcatos and Lava Cookies. She can also give Rare Candies for that and Rage Candy Bars too. So yeah. Anyway, and that puts a nice bow on that side quest. And we also got a medal. We'll do it something. Peddling Legend, because all the biking I did last time, I guess. Alrighty. So, how about... Okay, first off though, I did update the moveset to my Poké. We got a little bit spicy with some of these moves. Vitra's the same, but I have also started using my PP Maxes. My idea with Vitra is I'm going to get her a Fly just before the Elite Four rematch, which we're going to be doing very soon. But yeah, Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, and Fly, and I EV'd them for special attack and speed. Then Lacey, same as always. And again, the fact that they don't have, a boosting nature for their attack and speed, yeah, they're doing quite well for themselves. But anyway, so yeah, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Iron Hand, and X's, and I EV'd them for attack and speed. Then we got Antonia, who has been changed. Eldyne will be changed later for White Tree Hollow, but for right now, I think I'm happy with the Life Orb. I know it's going to be our, wall breaker, I guess. But anyway. So Antonia, yeah, X is a Leaf Blade return and now has Swords Dance to give them that extra oomph to, muscle pass, those enemies that she struggles to normally. It'll basically make us that, yeah, return will have that power now. And then, yeah, their EV for attack and speed. Serena now has Stealth Rock instead of U-Turn. U-Turn is still very good though, so it wasn't an easy decision to make, but I really want to try Stealth Rock, and I really want to see how useful it could be, because yeah, there's going to be a lot of focus sessions and steadies to deal with, so stuff like that basically. And of course, yeah, the extra damage could also be very nice too. But anyway, the other moves are Acrobatics, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Then we got John Tracy, also the new move. Also, yeah, attack and speed of the EVs, obviously. John Tracy now has Signal Beam instead of Volt Switch. On the way, we might get rid of the Volt Switch after we catch the Sledgehammer Pokemon, so yeah. They're used for special attack and speed, and they have Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Signal Beam, and Thunderwave. And Ronan is the most changed, as you may notice. The EV for special attack and speed, the speed is now maxed. They only need a little bit extra, so now they're staying at 197. Now Ronan has Scold, Ice Beam, Grass Dot, and Super Power. Yeah, we really remixed this one. Scold, obviously, better than... I wouldn't say it's better than Surf, but it definitely has more utility. Ice Beam, we don't have any other Ice-type moves, so I really wanted that. That's the main reason why Ronan's a lot of physical attack as well. They don't really get anything that good, except for maybe Megahorn. That also hits Grass-type Pokemon, but of course Ice Beam's a really nice for slaying those Dragon-type Pokemon, even though we definitely have a good option now with Vitra, but yeah. Grass Dot, it's one of the few special moves Ronan has left, unfortunately, but it does deal with other Water types, which I'm pretty okay with. And by Superpower, we have already a lot of Bug-type moves on this team, so I decided, and we don't have many Fine-type moves, so how about getting another 120 power move, but this time a Fine-type move? And while it does lower attack and defense, my other moves are special, so we can still, we can still keep attacking despite that, so yeah. So there we go. And again, I might change Hell Dimes a little bit, probably again for White Tree Hollow, but I think for right now, these Hell Dimes will do just fine. Because again, Antonio definitely does want the Light Bulb for that, so yeah. So then, like I said, yeah, Vitra basically just still has Fly for convenience for right now. I think once we are gonna be take out the Elite Four, I don't think we need it, so yeah. on them anymore. Most likely it's going to be Surf, but I will probably take... it can also be Focus Blast because stack coverage is actually kind of useful. But yeah, I'm going to probably... But for the PWT, I want Draco Meteor because having that extra power, that extra oomph, especially the Choice Scarf, I'm probably going to get them. Yeah, that's going to be very important. So yeah. Alright. And that all done. Let's put on the Sip Repel. We've got Electric Pokemon to catch. So yeah, I probably should get some info too. So yeah. Not many Pokemon to talk about left, is there? This might actually be one of the last ones then, so... Let's go out with a bang then, I guess. Alright, so, let's head out. So, when we went to the P2 laboratory, one thing that happened was, yeah, we got the Magma Stone. So, there is definitely something you can use the Magma Stone for. So, yeah, I mean, it was mentioned to us before, in fact, so yeah. When I go down here... Max is right, there's something. Will you set down here? Okay. It just kind of drops down on the ceiling, so yeah. Alright. We want Thunder Wave, obviously, so let's do that. And yeah, probably need to be a bit wary of it. Smooth, but I guess we'll find out. Alright. Save the game. And yeah, we also need to figure out how to weaken it because again, my Pokemon are very strong. And this thing is obviously Steel type, so yeah. I think just using not very effective moves will have to do the trick, so yeah. Alright, let's give this a go. This is Heatran, level 68, Fire Steel type Pokemon with Flash Fire for its ability. With the moves, Iron Head, Fire Spin, Lava Plume, and Scary Face. So yeah, Heatran is a Pokemon that is very diverse. You can look at stats first. I guess, do I quick pull it? I mean, yeah, this is the last legendary card, so why not I will. So yeah, Heatran, yeah, this is a Pokemon that is very versatile because again, it has very good stats all around. This is actually working quite well. Okay, okay, I guess that's how it's gonna go. Well done. Its body is made of rugged steel, however, it's partially melted in spots because of its own heat. I'm gonna talk about this Pokemon now. I was expecting to go on for a little bit longer, but, well, I guess it's Quick Ball. I guess Quick Balls do the trick, I guess. Alright, so, yeah, that was not what I was expecting, but anyway. I got an idea. I mean, this is like completely backwards for what I should be doing, but anyway. Oh yeah, it's here, I think. Let's use an escape rope. Out of here. There's a freaking Quick Ball there. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do another level to Light Tree Hollow while I'm talking about Heatran. That might be a little bit difficult, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the Light Orb, so I'm gonna get the Muscle Band, and at least he's gonna take the Expel. That's what I want to do. Technically, one thing I can do is get like 2 Muscle Bands, but it's kind of interesting playing this without sharing the same health, I must admit. You know, yeah, like if I didn't have the restriction, I would definitely like go leftovers on a lot of these Pokemon, I must admit, so yeah. Because I feel like leftovers and regular playthrough makes a very huge impact, but anyway. So yeah, we're getting an unaccepted White Tree Hollow, I guess. I talk about Heatran. So yeah, Heatran, what I was gonna say is that yeah, it's a very versatile Pokemon because yeah, all of its stats are really, really good. It has 91 HP, 90 attack and 77 speed. That's the low stats. Everything else is really high, with 106 defenses and 130 special attacks. So yeah, the thing about this Pokemon is that it actually is a really good defensive type as well. So let's go to Area 2. Let's give this a go. And yeah, the BB Maxes that I used, they're for this area. Now, another thing that makes Heatran so good is its type. Yeah, Fire Steel, very good defensive type. Especially because, yeah, it has Flash Fire, so the fire neutrality becomes immunity. So, here you're strongly look, it's still new, has like use of ice. You know about the elevators, right? If you feel like you can't continue any longer, come back to the elevator in the area and return to the lobby. Any prizes around the area will be taken by us. It's important to know when to quit. Those healings can be a good pick, but I don't know how to do it. So, yeah, we can leave if we feel like it. So, yeah. Alright. So again, yeah, Heatran, yeah, very good defense type. The main problem is the ground weakness. I was the pig that told me to come in, train. Okay then. I like your dialogue though, must admit, but anyway. I'm probably not gonna worry too much about the dialogue, so yeah. Anyway, so that's what again, yeah. The only problem is the ground weakness. You also have a fire weakness to deal with. Other than that, yeah, and a water weakness. Other than that, yeah, you're pretty solid. And of course, yeah, one thing you can definitely do with Heatran, give it the air balloon. Then, yeah, it doesn't have the ground weakness to start with. Shuka Berry can also do something similar too. So, yeah, the choice is up to you, obviously. So, yeah. Alright, in terms of moves, there's a lot of good moves that Heatran gets. Both on the physical and social side. But yeah, of course, special moves seem like, you know, the way to go. You're betting on Nindo, I guess. So I learned Lava Plume. The Gate Train is a male. Alright, so keep that in mind. Lava Plume is a really good move. It even starts with it too, which is quite nice. You know. Proud of your cooking. Earth Power build-up is also pretty neat. It gets Heat Wave. But yeah, it also gets its signature move. Magma Storm. It's 125 power, but only 75% accuracy. That seems a bit bad, considering that, you know, Fire Blast is 120-85 accuracy. But, of course, the reason why it has the lower accuracy is because Magma Storm has the Fire Spin effect, where it traps the Pokemon and makes them take damage. So, yeah. And yeah, it's actually one of the best moves to do in this set, just because the starting move is actually strong. Fire Spin is 35 power, so yeah. So compare that to Magma Storm, yeah, it makes a big difference. So yeah, if you don't mind the accuracy, then yeah, it's very much what go for. But again, Heatran has a lot of good options depending on how you want to go. Again, I mentioned a lot of them. You can go for Burns, you can go for Fire Blast. The Gate Train is standing still, alright. You can go for Fire Blast, Flamethrower, obviously. Again, you got options for your fight moves. Then for TMs, you can go with I remember Explosion was a big deal in Gen 4. It also gets Flash Cannon. You can also go for Rock type moves. It does learn Stimulator level up, so I guess that's an option too. You can even go for Will-O-Wisp. There's even like, you can even go for Rest if you really want to. Maybe use that with a Chester Berry. Again, there's a lot of ways you can go with Heatran, definitely. You can use the Sun if you really want to, because of course it has you can even go with the Sun too if you want, because yeah, it has you know, Solar Beam as well. That will give it even better extra coverage, so yeah. And then yeah, Mood Tutors, it just keeps getting better with the Pokemon. The Art Pulse and Giant Pulse, I mean, yeah, you don't really need these, but they're kind of funny. And of course, Stealth Rock. You're not allowed to beat me. I do have an evil Pokemon. I saw that Gate Train to the southwest first, and then close by, it looks like. Yeah, still also in Tutorial Land though, because there aren't too many branching paths. Do man, I need to make this far. Here, I'll give you another hint. When you've lost your way, and your Pokemon feeling down, and you want to leave immediately, you have times like those. Well, this book will say come in handy then. It's called Adventure Rules for Universe Challenge. It says here, press the X button to retire upon appear. Press that to return to the lobby. Of course, if you choose to retire, your challenge will be failure to choose wisely. On the Gate Train for this service, I'll be waiting for you somewhere. So it's a hiker that's standing still and it's southwest. Which would definitely mean it's over here, so yeah. But yeah, Stealth Rock's a big deal. I was definitely thinking about that a little bit if I wanted to use Heatran for the DWT, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's mention that bit. I think alongside Latios, Heatran is probably another amazing option. You had two Master Balls, so you could very well go one on Latios and the other one on Heatran, if you so wish. Just that again, yeah, I'm not really sure what the best moveset would be for, I'm not really sure what the best moveset would be for, Heatran, I must admit. I don't know if you should go offense, I don't know if you should go defense. That's the main difficulty, because again, it's such a diverse Pokemon that, yeah, again, it's difficult to decide what the optimal moveset is. I guess it could depend on what team is like. Like, for example, if my team is super hyper offense, then I could definitely make Heatran bulky. So then, of course, yeah, Gatron is saying still very new that. You definitely make Heatran bulky. Yeah, it's this guy. Rest have made this fun, the Gatron. It's up to me to see if you have all it takes to beat the boss trainer. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, Hernan is our gate trainer. So yeah, back to what I was talking about. Say again. I think if I was going hyper offense, I might make Heatran bulky, maybe give like Lava Plume, for example. Use that as like a pivot, basically. That might not be such a bad idea. So, like for example, of course, it can definitely do offense too. It's just that again, it's not going to outspeed too much. You also don't have Eruption in this game, which is a move that it gets a Pokemon Ranger. But hey, I guess you could transfer that into if you wish. So yeah. So again, yeah, Heatran, yeah, I have a lot of good things to say about it, that's for damn sure. It's an amazing Pokemon, and a very good last legendary Pokemon to talk about as well. So yeah. Alright, we have a White Tree Hollow to surprise takeout, so let's do that. I also didn't time myself, I probably should have. So you'll open the gate, but we still need to know where the gate actually is, so yeah. I got plans for the White Tree Hollow because again, I understand that, yeah. So they're northwest, alright. So we need to go, obviously, wester. Yes, I understand, yeah, Violin trainers that I'm like 30 levels higher than at this point, probably not the most fun thing to watch, so I've got some ideas of how I can make it a bit more interesting, so yeah. Anyway. So again, I'll see if I might try to get Heatran. Maybe a defensive Heatran, in fact, we'll see. I'll definitely need to, I probably do need to find, you know, the synchronized Hoko for it, but I guess it's not though. Probably want to attack Luring Nature and then something like Calm, I believe. That's probably what you want to go with, so yeah. But yeah, this is the main notice, yeah, White Tree Hollow, one annoying aspect is priority moves as you're seeing here, so yeah. Because yeah, you're gonna take chip, so yeah. That's where the Leftovers come in. Leftovers is easily the best time in this place, so yeah. And the Black Sword. I don't have a Poison type Pokemon, unfortunately, so yeah. He did not have a hint for us, unfortunately. But yeah, again, this wasn't too bad. I think Beecher could take on whoever this person is. President made it this far without giving up. You better give it all you've got if you want to beat me. Don't want all your efforts tapping in vain, do you? Time to complete Area 2 and graduate for being a newcomer. Alright. So, our boss trainer is Brent. He has an unpresent. So yeah, let's try to take it out here. So yeah, let's go for the Dragon Pulse. Very strong Dragon Pulse, obviously. But yeah, we're much higher level than him, this shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. So we got a decent amount of XP though. Oh no. That's an interesting Pokemon we're gonna have. Let's go for Dark Pulse. There's like one reason to have Focus Blast because again, there's a lot of North type Pokemon. You can also see deal with Steel types as well. And I can definitely see Focus Blast being a good last move. And finally Electric. So yeah, let's go for the Dragon Pulse here. Yeah, again, Vitra, yeah, can definitely do the work in this place, that's the thing, sure. So yeah. There we go. Level 84. And at least our money too. You graduate from newcomer status. You still have a long way to go though. Good luck in the next area. How long have we been going on for? Actually a decent amount to be honest. But yeah. I think we're still gonna do the other things I was thinking about, so yeah. Hey Ryan, looks like lead area 2. Here's a prize credit. Yes. An iron. You also charge air free now. There we go. Not too bad. And yeah, for doing that, we got our first item shop. So now I can buy a Deep Sea 2 for 1,000 Pokédollars. Why not? Yeah, you can get like some rare items here. Alright, so Vitra leveled up. And yeah, they're probably gonna be far away from the level. But then again, yeah, for what's coming out though, we probably want Serena. So yeah, because Serena has Stealth Rock. So yeah. I think for, you know what, yeah, let's be smart and use Serena as our lead. Alright, let's take on the easier one of these. Let me look at the activities left. Alright, so we want to fly, obviously. Let's go to Nimbasa. So this will be a decent one part, that's fine, I guess. Because yeah, we got a lot of battles to go here. I kind of don't want these battles to be their own part, to be honest, so yeah. So I should already know how quick the Heatran went down, so yeah. And let me check this Heatran too as well, see if it's any good. I doubt this gonna have to be into the right nature, but you never know. So yeah, go to the 22nd floor. Oh wait, this is not Game Freak. Actually no, it is. What am I thinking? Is yeah, that's the director. Alright, so let's battle these two. They're quite strong actually, if I remember correctly. Let's see if I'm correct. Yeah, in the post game, they have gone bust now. So yeah, he's gonna win using his favorite Pokemon. So yeah, we got Nishino now, once again. And yeah, like he says, all of his Pokemon had the leftovers, and yeah, all of them, as you probably expect to, are very bulky as well. So yeah, let's go for the rocks to weaken his Pokemon a little bit. He was a Sing, alright. Let's go for acrobatics. Oh yeah, these guys, yeah, level 78, that's what you expect from the highest level trainers. Stored power, okay. And of course, leftovers. Yeah, I don't think this is that great, to be honest, but hey. So yeah, let's go for the acro here and take it out. Not bad. Now Licky comes out. Let's go take the rock damage. I think we can keep going for acrobatics here. Do a decent amount of damage. And yeah, he has because that's why he sent it in. That's gonna be Serena going down, unfortunately, but that's okay. You could very well use an item on this. We don't want to send it now. I've weakened it quite a bit. Yeah, I could go for Ronan. I mean, Ronan Super might be better for later, actually. So you know what? Yeah, let's go to Lacey. I'm gonna go for the nice Earthquake here. So there you go. Zumba comes out. I don't want to deal with this. It's not that heavy, so Grass Knot's gonna do much. You know, this could be Antonia's time. You could have Ice Punch, but I think I might be able to get a Sword Stance on it. Unfortunately, Bulldoze. That's actually not great. So he tries to use it again, so yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try an SD and we'll see where that takes us. He does go Bulldoze again, alright. None of his Pokemon are that fast though, so I think they might be fine. But I could be very wrong, we'll see. So yeah, let's go for the +2 Leaf Blade with the Life Orb too, so this is definitely a one-shot. Yeah, the hope is that, yeah, with this extra power, Antonia will be able to go for those nice one-shots. So yeah. Oh yeah, I don't have the Life Orb. I took it off, so yeah. That's a very good thing I went for the SD there. We'll go for another Leaf Blade on the Wigglytuff. And again, we also have the Rocks damage too to help us out as well, so there we go. Snorlax. Can we one-shot this? The Muscle Band boosted, Sword Stance boosted Leaf Blade, let's find out. Turning around, yeah, let's put back on the life orb for what's coming up. And yeah, this is Ace Pokemon because this is the Pokemon that he is, as he talks about. There we go. And Alamola. So this is what it's all about, yeah. I found the SERP opportunity and then I went for it. And yeah, we are slower than the Alamola because of the 2 bulldozers, that's kind of funny. Let's go for Leaf Blade again. And yeah, that's gonna be it for Alamola. There you are. Oh, I see, that was quite well thought out. Oh, what great Pokemon. A great number of sets seems to have increased their trust in you. Having a bargain tomorrow. Alright. Probably should go back and heal, but I got items, so use the revive. And yeah, I'll use a Hyper Potion. I could use a Forest Store. My brother was like using them a lot in the speedrun that he was doing while the internet was down, so yeah. Fresh water. Alright. Once again, let's see Serena. Serena's gonna be basically lead for all these battles. Come strong, so do you wanna have a battle with me? Well, let's begin. So now, yeah, Morimo's back. I'm pretty sure he uses basically the same team he did last time, so probably not gonna be the most interesting battle mod. But that's okay. So, Life Path is the lead. Once again, let's go for the Stuff Rock. There's a lot of Pokemon that don't like this, correctly, so yeah. Even the last dude, again, all of his Pokemon like neutral it, but again, I feel like that extra damage does make a big difference, so yeah. Of course, yeah, I think the main thing is that with how powerful my Pokemon are, again, I think the main thing is that, it actually, leads to his one-shots with, breaking the stays and the focus ashes, so yeah. Anyway, there we go. Simple's coming out. Stuff Rock damage. Let's try another Acrobatics, because we should outspeed. And yeah, these monkeys aren't super bulky, so this should be good. There we go. I think Serena can just cleanly go through this team. Zeb Striker. This is Ace Pokemon, yup. So yeah, let's go for the Earthquake. Again, yeah, I think Serena's pretty well equipped for what Pokemon he has. The main one is Swoobat, because I'm getting to go for the Stone Edge, I think. But he doesn't want to send in yet. His Simisear taking a lot of stuff like damage. Let's go for another Earthquake. Like so, there we go. Level 85. And a Swoobat comes up. Taking a lot of Stuff Rock damage. Again, I probably don't need to go for the Stone Edge then. Oh yeah, I just had to go for it anyway. Is again, if Acrobat skilled, then yeah, it would have been 100% guaranteed, so yeah. There we go. And Simisear, obviously not gonna like Acrobatics. So yeah, Serena put in the work, making up for what happened last time, so yeah. Because yeah, he used a lot of frail attackers, and yeah, I think Serena really likes dealing with those. Oh, the one the strongest and greatest, just kidding. Giving out battles very thoroughly. I lost, but I learned a lot from me, besides it's fun. Come again tomorrow. And yeah, that daily too. And considering, yeah, they go up to level 80 on that Ace Pokemon, that's very good training. Alright, so now, yeah, we've got 2 more battles to do. And they're gonna be quite interesting. So yeah, let's get our bike. And let's go heal. Now, one thing about all these upcoming battles, I actually don't remember the movesets that well, so that's going to make things quite interesting. Also, I don't remember the Hellbinders that well too, because yeah, we're going to have to deal with that as well, so yeah. Alright. Because yeah, I didn't practice this before my Black 2 playthrough, I didn't think the need was there, so yeah. So what we're going to go do is we're going to go to Undead time when it's spring or summer. Because yeah, it's finally time to battle Sphere. And again, like I said, I probably should have done this earlier, but that's okay. Anyway, another thing I should point out is that, yeah, if you make it to the end, Zinzin will react. What? You may even further you say? What kind of cyphers are there? Oh yes, now I see. There's some characters I can't recognize, but based on the context. Extremely wonderful king was laid to rest those ruins. That king has descendants, may those special powers pass down. And he gives you a big pill as well. Now I learned everything I wanted to know about the Abyss ruins, so take my leave. You're my enemy, but your accomplishments and skills make you a worthwhile enemy. Adieu. So yeah, let's give Cynthia a go now. So yeah, once again, you know who we're leading with. Oh, you've had a chance to get ready. I do want our Pokemon to have a match. I prefer to be my opponent. Before I sign my Pokemon, my heart always begins to race. Interesting, our Pokemon and their Pokeballs are radiating a happy feeling. Are you the reason? What are you? Spiritomb is the lead. One thing I learned from my brother's Platinum speed, well, it was kind of a speed run. Spiritomb is setup fodder, so we're gonna try to do that. The problem is, he has Hypnosis as we saw there. I also didn't get the Life Orb back. I keep forgetting to do that. Might not be such a bad thing if we know how to take damage. But yeah, Spiritomb is setup fodder. Unfortunately, Hypnosis. So yeah. So we're just gonna have to, break through. If I had Substitute, I would definitely go for it here. Dreamy though. Interesting. Because that's why he has Hypnosis. Yeah, that does a lot. I'm gonna keep staying asleep. And Sleep might not be on because, again, we might be asleep for another turn. Let's have a look. There we go. But we miss. But of course I can't go for that. I'm in Swarm range now, so my X's are gonna be very strong. So there we go. And yeah, so going over the life orb as well, huh? Anyway, Antonia level 85. God, Chomp. Level E2, obviously. Let's go for Exeter. There's obviously an ace Pokemon. And yeah, there you go. That's the Swarm boost for you. Focus. I don't think I'm one-shine Focus. So, I mean, you could try. No reason not to. Go for the return here. Yep, there you go. This is why some moves are considered kind of broken by bro. You can do stuff like this, basically. Anyway, Milotic. Let's go for the Leaf Blade, but again, I kind of want to try Sword Dance though. Give Antonia something a bit unique we can do, so yeah. Again, like I keep saying, yeah, they were very good early on, but yeah, compared to the monsters that our team are, they've definitely fallen off a little bit, so yeah. Anyway, Glaceon. Yeah, it's definitely not quite like this. This is one of the new Pokemon she had. It's actually a pretty neat addition, I must admit. So yeah. Yeah, in this game, unlike Black and White, all our Pokemon are Gen 4 Pokemon. And Lucario. I don't know why she's in this in last. When was the last time I was doing a form like this? I don't know what's going to be stronger. X's is pod resistant as the Swarm boost. I feel like it's going to be Leaf Blade. Again, yeah, she has Extrusi. I don't know what she was thinking, but... Well, she didn't want to stop the Antonio suit, I guess. So yeah. So let's go and Lacey. That's a bit of an odd choice on her part, but hey, I'll take it. So yeah, let's go for Earthquake. And there we go. Not bad. And level 85. My heart is playing so hard because I had such a heal value. You really are a great trainer. That is beyond my expectation. What an exceptional battle. I love being here in spring and summer. I can't stay all year because there's so much to investigate in Sinnoh as well. You're a great trainer, and it'll make me happy to see you again sometime. There we go. That was a pretty cool battle. I do like what they did with the team, to be honest. It's pretty neat. They, I didn't mention that, Platinum Run. He also did a Hot Gold run. The Hot Gold one, he used Kalava, and then he switched to a Nidoking and used that to beat the whole game, including Red. He used X-Items for both these runs, by the way. That's kind of how he got to the end. And then for the Platinum run, he sold the whole game with Piplup. So, yeah. And yeah, Piplup, or Empoleon, should be saying. Very easy to set up on Spiritomb with Empoleon, and then, destroy all of Cynthia's Pokemon, so yeah. Anyway, what we want to now do, what we want to do, we want to go to Victory Road. Technically, yeah, this could be the time to now get rid of Fly. Do I do it? I mean, yeah, I actually don't want to go to Victory Road, so you know what, yeah. Let's do it. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of doing this, because it's going to make, exploring a lot more difficult, but yeah, there isn't that much to explore left anyway, so it should be fine. So it's going to be a decently long part, actually, because yeah, these battles, they take a little bit, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, the part was supposed to be, focused on Heatran, but yeah, that did not end up happening, so yeah. Alright, you can look at Heatran. It's bashful, so that's a neutral nature, so I'll probably do that. But that's okay. So yeah, so I'm pretty VRE. Still want High Dragons, so yeah, I guess we'll do this. Easy, we need Delete Fly, and then get them Surf, like I said. Again, I'm gonna go Jericho for PWT, but I'm not doing the PWT just yet. So, and then yeah, I can just swap between the two. So yeah. So yeah, bye-bye Fly. It was nice knowing you, but yeah, I think Beecher wants an extra move to use. There we go. Yeah, so Focus Spaz is also very good though. It's definitely a difficult decision, but I feel like, again, yeah, like I said, it's difficult. I think I'll go with Surf. Fire and water coverage is pretty nice, so yeah. There we go. Let's fly now. So what we need to do is we need to go to Pokemon League, actually. I'm gonna hope this is available, because if it isn't, that's not gonna be great, so yeah. I guess we'll have to be at the start of the next part then. I'm pretty sure I've done all the stats to make this trigger, so yeah. What's gonna might actually be the most difficult battle in the game, so one of the most difficult at least, so yeah. Not counting, the PWT and the battle story, because those are the OBs, so yeah. Of course, the thing about this battle I'm about to do, it actually changes on season, so this is not the strongest version of the team, but it's definitely not one of the weakest, so yeah. Hey man, never gonna get repels. This place. And again, yeah, we're just gonna have to slide around on our bike, because yeah, we don't have fly anymore, so yeah. I think escape routes might work in this place, I have no idea, but anyway. I should have, yeah, more than enough thanks to those stars to use, so yeah. So let me double check. Do I have Ronan with me? Yes. So what I want to do is we want to go to, obviously, En's Castle. Let's go through here again. And we found Vitra. And yeah, go in there. Because yeah, we have the throne room to go to now. And yeah, I'm gonna need repels out of it anyways, so yeah. Yep, he is here. So let's take the game because I'm worried. I must admit. about what we're up against. That's surprising. Said you to come here. Well, that is the form of honest thing of the trainers, after all. You're okay with a Pokeball, right? Good. Alright, so yeah. How N works is that he uses a weather team, and yeah, for summertime, which is summer right now, he uses a sun team. So yeah, if it's autumn, it's a sandstorm team. If it's winter, it's a hail team. And if it's spring, oh god, it's a rain team. So yeah. And yeah, to make it even more interesting for the sun and the rain teams, he does use the hidden abilities of Ninetales and Politoed, obviously. So yeah. He has other than Ground Koga, those are the Pokemon with those abilities. Is he has a Hippowdon for sand, and then he has a Bomb of Snow for he has Hippowdon for sand and then a Bomb of Snow for hail. So yeah. Hey, the good thing is that the thing I'm actually most scared of is his Chlorophyll Pokemon, but he's actually not saying them in right now. He's saying in his Fire type Pokemon. Interesting enough. So yeah, Serena gets level 86. Because of the Stealth Rock, I should be able to, Earth them down. But anyway, here's our Chlorophyll Pokemon. One of the Scos was to Shiftry. And yeah, that's probably me gone right here. Because that's a Stab Sword Beam this time. Though yeah, the Ninetales had the Light Ball. Anyway. No, it's not. Serena hangs on. And that should be a one-shot on the Shiftry. Especially in Gen 3, Shiftry is one of the scariest because in Darvals it also has Explosion too. But anyway, he's a ninja, it's taking 50%. And it also has Solar Beam, alright. And it is faster because it's ninjas. So yeah, we're definitely gonna need someone who can, well, take a hit. Most Pokemon can take a hit from ninjas, but yeah. And another thing about these teams too is that even if you disrupt the permanent setter, he has Pokemon with the rocks and the Sap move again. So even if you do deal with it, you still have 8 turns of the weather to, contend with. Anyway. For a Sun team, I can't think of a better Pokemon than Beatra. So yeah, let's go for the Tranquils here. Well, she is outspeeding us with the X-Scissor. And again, it's a ninja, so it's not the strongest Pokemon in the world. It's just very annoying at what it does, so yeah. So we take it out, and his last is a Leafeon. For the sake of my friend who's safety, I'll never give up. And we have the Sun boosted Flamethrower. And that'll be it. So yeah, that's a really cool battle, I must admit. You can do it and your Pokemon are happy. They're happy to be with you. I remember something Reshiram told me once. Reshiram and Zekrom search for new possibilities by walking alongside humans. Meanwhile, those that live in the wild try to bear themselves without relying on anyone else. There are many different Pokemon, and there are different ways of living, and the different ways of living. That is the true freedom of Pokemon. That is what connects Pokemon to us. I'll set off on another journey. There's still many Pokemon in the world I should talk to, and there's also a trainer I want to know how I feel. Want to tell how I feel. So there we go. I'm pretty sure he is rematchable. I can't remember what triggers that though, I'm afraid. So yeah. Then again, the Rain team, that's definitely the scariest because he has Swiss Swimmers. Can't use his Cooper. Yeah. Yeah, Swiss swimmers, and yeah, that's scary. Because unlike the chlorophyll Pokemon, they not only get the speed boost, but an attack boost on their stabs. So yeah. So yeah. That is daunting to deal with. So yeah. Sanity's on escape rope. And this time, yeah, I will actually remember the life orb. And not having life will actually help us out a little bit earlier, so yeah. Alright, so let's go to bag. Well, first we're going to Pokemon list. So, move item again. And yeah, go back to our bag and get the life orb. Yeah, the life orb, yeah, does definitely mean that, you know, setting up is a riskier choice as well. So again, it's an option. It's a good option to have, as we saw, but again, I need to be careful. So yeah. So I kind of like the idea of that. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I went with Sword Dance, to be honest. So yeah. It is also, you know, only boosting attack. It doesn't also boost, you know, speed as well. So yeah. So I can't obviously muscle through everything. Anyway, though, it's pretty convenient we're in the Pokemon League because next time we're taking on the rematch Pokemon League and Champion. And we're on their level, I'm pretty sure, considering how high level N was. So yeah, this should be a lot of fun. So yeah. And yeah, I should have the items for this. This time though, we don't necessarily need Serena in the front, so yeah, that should be fun. I mean, I probably should still. You know what, yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. Let's have, let's keep using Serena at the front because again, Stealth Rock, there's a lot of Pokemon that are vulnerable to Stealth Rock coming up. They could also have Focus Sashes too. I think it's pretty wise, so yeah. Alright. So yeah, next time, yeah, let's take on those Elite Four rematches. So yeah, look forward to that. I'll see you guys again for that.